Well, thanks, you guys. I cannot believe that this is our last interview of this session of the Children's Miracle Network Radiothon. We're ending it on a great note. Thank you guys for coming. We have Lila's mom and dad here. We have Jennifer and Joel. Of course, Lyla is one of our heroes for 2018. How has the hero year, mom and dad, been going?
Well, it's been very productive. It's been awesome. We've enjoyed our time here, working with CMN, and we really appreciate all they've done for us over the years.
Well, we were talking baseball.
Yes.
We were talking some Lager games.
Right, and we went to the Lager night, and we had a blast, and like I was telling you, Lyla, she really enjoys those big foam characters, and so we had a lot of fun with that.
And then there was a dance-a-thon?
Yes, we got to do the Viterbo Dance-a-thon, which was a lot of fun. Lyla loves the music. She was dancing.
Lyla's a music girl, isn't she?
Oh, she loves it. Absolutely. It's her favorite.
So opened up a lot of new opportunities for you guys. And, you're helping out Children's Miracle Network hospitals by doing that and being a hero this year. I mean, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So, Mom, there you are in your uniform. So you're doing double duty. Where do you work at Gunderson?
I'm on the IV therapy team in the hospital. Yep.
And right now you're on break.
Yes.
Because you're down in the lobby with us.
Yes.
Thanks for running away from your job for a few minutes. I mean, we appreciate that very much. And Joel, I know you have Saturday duties today.
Yes.
And, getting Lyla ready to come down to visit with us, sometimes that takes some effort, and I know it does, and we thank you in advance for that.
Oh, I'm very happy to do it.
So Lyla, 9 years old, can we turn back the clock, and can we start Lyla's story?
Sure. Yeah. Well, when I was pregnant with her, we found out that she had something called a choroid plexus cyst on her brain, and we didn't think much of it. We were told that it probably wasn't anything and it would just resolve on her own, and so we weren't worried about it. We didn't really do any extra testing or anything like that. But then when she was born, she was very small, and she was having issues with breathing and with her platelets, things like that, and so they did a blood test, and 3 days after she was born, they told us that she had a condition called trisomy 18.
Okay, so you're 3 days into it.
Mm-hmm.
You're brand new mom, brand new dad, because Lyla is she your
She's
oldest?
her first, yep.
She's number one. Okay, so you're getting this kind of news. Okay, where are you at with that? How are you handling that?
It was the toughest news I've ever received. It was really hard. But
Who delivered the news to you? Do you remember?
It was a Dr. Yedley.
Dr. Yedley, yeah, she was the one who delivered it to us. And it was quite devastating, at first. When you know that your child could be gone, and when the child that you've looked forward to for such a long time.
Yeah.
So.
Lots of unknowns right out of the starting gate.
Oh, yes. They told us that we should cherish our time with her. With trisomy 18, they don't typically survive to birth. And so they said we might have a few days, weeks, months if we're lucky. So, and that she would probably have, yay! Thank you.
That's a good sound.
Yeah.
Yes, we love that song.
Yeah.
And that she would probably have lots of health issues, and probably wouldn't walk or things like that. So it was very tough news to swallow as new parents.
When did you get to go home?
She was in the NICU for about 12 days.
Okay.
So
life at your house came to a screeching halt, I'm assuming, the normal schedule of a day.
Yeah.
How did you guys work that out?
well, you know what? We just really took it day by day. Because we didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't know what to expect.
Did you stay at the hospital? How did you do that? Did you come and go?
We stayed at the hospital.
Okay.
We stayed in one of the hospitality rooms.
Okay, so you're not working then, right? If
No.
you're staying here?
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
So everything was upside down.
Everything was upside down.
And we did have a lot of support from our family and friends and the Lord especially. We did a lot of praying, so that definitely helped.
Yes, and actually CMN, sorry, my voice is coming in, CMN helped us in those days a lot. They provided the meals for us, which was a blessing because it's not something you want to think about when you have a newly diagnosed baby and you're in the hospital. So,
Yeah.
And was that new news to you, Children's Miracle Network, or did you know of them previously?
Of course, we had heard of Children's Miracle Network,
Okay.
but we weren't really aware of everything that they did and how they helped until we needed them. And so,
Did you figure out how they figured out where you guys were? I mean, it's just amazing. All of a sudden, they just kind of show up.
Right.
yeah,
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Sometimes you don't even know.
No, we were in such a
Our
fog.
providers and the nurses and other staff here at Gunderson, they informed us of it, and they were exceedingly gracious to us, and they have been over all these years.
Oh, all the care we've gotten here has been amazing. Yeah.
So, in the 9 years, we're already up to 6 calls.
All
Just
right.
since you guys sat down, that is great news. It's 608-784-KIDS, 5437. You're at the Blood Center of Wisconsin phone banks. Every time you hear all that noise, that is because somebody is putting their money where the miracles are. That's exactly what's happening. Genslers are there right now, and they're answering the phones. You guys are doing a great job taking care of that for us. Appreciate that very much. And the story continues. Okay, now you've got this little baby. You're at home. Are you feeling confident? What's happening?
Well, we were extremely overwhelmed, of course. At least I was. Just not knowing what to expect was the worst part. I mean, she seemed healthy and she seemed to be doing well, but we were told that she wouldn't do well. So it was overwhelming, but we had a lot of peace because of our faith and trust in the Lord, and we knew that a lot of people were praying for us, and we had a lot of family support too, so that got us through.
Well, you have a beautiful 9-year-old here.
Yeah,
We do.
Prayer is very strong.
it is.
It's very strong. And a support group, like you said, that just doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the other ways that CMNH has helped you guys?
Boy, they've helped us in so many ways. They paid for an iPad for her, which has been an awesome learning tool for her at school as well as at home.
What kind of program is on it?
Oh, lots of different things. So, like, right now we're focusing on, like, fine motor for her, fine motor skills, so that she can learn, like, colors and learn how to, like, drag one thing to another or match up shapes. Also, it helps with language. Like, so she's really, how do I explain it?
You said she's having a vocabulary boom. What did you call
Yeah.
it? You called
An
it something
explosion.
An explosion. So
yeah.
About in the last year, she's really taken off, and she's really amazing us, with her vocabulary.
Yeah.
do you think she's gaining some of that from some of the programs on the iPad? I mean, where's that?
Yes.
Or is
Mm-hmm.
where's that coming from?
Well, there's apps on there that, help her to verbalize. They'll, like, repeat what she says, and she can say things in it. It'll sound silly, stuff like that. So that helps. Also, she goes to La Crescent Hoka Elementary School. They have an awesome special ed program there. We're so thankful for all of them. She has an awesome speech therapist. And she just kind of does what she wants to do when she wants to do it, which...
Well, that's kind of a girl.
Yeah.
You know.
We like
girl thing.
her feistiness.
Yeah, she's kind of
And
feisty.
she is.
Yeah,
She is.
and that's gotten her through a lot, I think.
So in the last year, big increase vocabulary. She seems extremely aware of what's going on around her.
Yes, she's been gaining skills, social skills, and interacting with people, and just being able to sort of communicate with us what she understands, and being able to communicate with us verbally has been huge. So
Well, as a mom and a dad, you can probably feel what she's feeling because that's what you do. But now that there's verbal communication that's coming into play, that has got to be like a whole different world.
yes, and music therapy has been really good for her.
You know, we have heard that so much in the last
Yeah.
2.5 days
Yeah.
that music therapy is huge
Oh,
on the list. How
it
does
is.
she react to it?
Well, she's always loved music, and she sings a lot, and it just makes her happy. If you sing with her, do anything with music involved, and she will concentrate more, and just it engages her. So she
And it
goes
does
to.
expand her vocabulary.
Oh yes.
As well.
Oh yeah.
A lot of those songs, she knows the words to them.
Yeah.
So,
She
so
does.
the new count is up to 8.
Oh my
we
goodness.
have 8 calls. It's 784 kids 5437. Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank. Ginsler is there, and they're waiting. They're just waiting. All of them. They're like, who's going to get the next one coming in? They're just waiting to jump on it. And there's another one coming in right now as we
Awesome.
speak. We'd like to thank them very much for taking their time. And actually, they did a double shift, so that's great that they're here
Wow.
with us. So what's next for Miss Lyla?
Well, we're going to continue in music therapy because at Life in Harmony. So that's been really helpful for her. What was the other thing? Oh, camp.
Yeah.
She
What
got
kind
to
of
go.
camp?
She got to go to Easter Seals camp the last 2 summers because of Children's Miracle Network.
And
Yep.
what do they do there?
Well, pretty much they just want to be able to give kids with special needs an opportunity to have a totally normal camp experience. So they do everything that you would do at any camp. They, go around campfires, sing, make s'mores. What else did they all do?
Well, it's just
Made friends.
amazing. But
Oh, they have a
now,
big swimming pool.
Yep.
does she stay overnight?
Oh yeah, it was for 5 nights.
5
So,
nights,
and you
yeah.
guys let go for 5 nights, or did you
Right.
go with her?
No, we let go.
Were you out in
Let
the
go.
parking lot?
I would have been if I could have. Especially the first summer, it was a little nerve-wracking. But also the purpose of the camp is to give respite to families too, because kids
Yeah.
with special needs are extra work,
Right.
and so it's a break for us. And she absolutely loves it.
Yeah.
So,
Our phone bank's doing some extra work.
Yeah.
This is a power hour, and we have 9 calls. And
Awesome.
a power hour is a great hour to call in with a pledge, because wonderful things happen with your pledge when you call in during a power hour. So it's 608-784-KIDS, 5437, the Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank. Ginsler's on duty. They're taking calls as they're coming in. We're talking with our hero, Lyla. We're talking with Mom and Dad, Jennifer and Joel, as we're wrapping up the Children's Miracle Network Hospital's Radiothon, getting down into the last half hour. So what we will do is we will continue to take the calls as they come in the phone bank until 2 o'clock. The auction has wrapped up. We've had amazing items, and we've had quite a lot of competition that was going on from a couple people really wanting these things, and that's the best thing. 12 calls now. Can you believe that?
Wow.
Let's hear it for
Awesome.
12.
All right.
That's right.
thank you.
That's right. So, a lot of people have, we're going to shoot for 15.
all right.
Should we do
Let's
that?
do it.
Oh
Okay,
yes.
let's shoot for 15. We're at 12. So it's a Saturday afternoon, and you're thinking about what's for supper tonight. Maybe you're going to run out and get some ice cream or something, and you think, you know what, maybe I could use that money and call in a pledge. What would you say to somebody who is actually thinking about it and hasn't made a decision yet whether they should be calling in to Children's Miracle Network?
Oh my goodness. I would just say there's not a better organization that you could give your money to. It helps kids that are in need and their families, and it gives us opportunities to do things for her that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to do, like camp. We couldn't have afforded it. Music therapy, it's really expensive, and those things have just been so helpful for her.
It's amazing the camps that are made affordable now. Fences in the backyard, so your little ones can go out and play safely. Ramps up to the front door.
Yep.
Widening the doors to the bathroom. Buying commodes. And these are real things that cost a lot of money.
Yep.
We heard about an adaptive car seat that if you would run out to the store and pick one up, it might be around $150, $180. It was over $2,000. Well,
Right.
they're specially made, and it's adaptive.
Yeah.
So these items are out of reach.
Right. Absolutely.
Out of
Especially
reach.
for your typical
average
family
American family.
that
Right,
we
but-
So it makes a real huge difference, when you're
It does.
when
it
you're
really does.
if you're able to support a wonderful organization like CMN.
And you know
Yeah.
what else takes a huge commitment is being able to sit back and actually say, I'm going to accept this help. It's hard, isn't it?
Yes,
Accepting
it is
help?
sometimes. Mm-hmm.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. It's hard to do. But, I know the staff behind Children's Miracle Network here at Gunderson Health System, they will not take no for an answer. If there's
so
help
true.
and they want to give it to you,
Yep.
you will receive that help.
know.
Because, you know what? They know that that's the best thing for you and your family.
Yep.
Respite care, super important.
Mm-hmm.
And so let's really get 3 more calls to come in. Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get this thing rolling. We have got the enthusiasm, the excitement is here. Let's get this energy going. It's 608-784-KIDS 5437. We are going to end this on a high note. Actually, we're not going to end it because it doesn't end.
Yeah.
Once you guys go home, it doesn't end.
Nope.
No.
You know,
We're so, yep.
it does not end. You know, what you need to go through is a family.
Mm-hmm.
It's 24/7.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens is, I think what happens from what I've observed is you have such a strong resource here that follows you every step of the way.
Yep.
You know, as Lyla gets older, you know, things are going to be popping up that none of us know. We don't know what's she going to need next.
Right.
We don't know.
Right. Yep.
But the idea that somebody cares enough to take a minute and give us a call and make the pledge that stays here for local kids,
Yep.
tremendous.
I know. I was going to say that too. It's so awesome that all the money that people give, it stays local with kids that are around here.
You know, and
You
we
know?
say that for 2.5 days, and we mean that. It stays local. It's helping families that might live next door. It may help them someday.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You don't
You
know.
just don't
You
know.
never
We
know.
we never expected to have a child with a disability, but it happens, and we're so blessed. We're so blessed with her because of it. And CMN has been such a blessing.
It is a blessing, and it's a blessing the phones are still ringing. At 608-784-KIDS 5437, the Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank. We're Gunderson Health System. We've been here for the last couple days, and it's our honor to be here, with my team, with Gary
thank
Michaels and
you.
John Stevenson and Dave Kennedy
Likewise.
over here.
Yes, thank
These
you.
guys, when it's coming up and we know and we start planning, not one of them says, oh, shoot, you know, it's going to be too. They're like, okay, let's see what we can do this year.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. That's what we do.
We're
We,
so thankful.
Have great guys back here that want to be here every year. And we want these phones to be ringing at 608-784-KIDS 5437, the Blood Center of Wisconsin. We're shooting for, I forgot, John, are we shooting for 15? Okay, we're off a couple. We need 3. We need 3. Y'all getting busy up there? All right, let's get these phones going. Let's get them going. All right, we are going to do this. It's 608-784-KIDS 5437. So what's on the agenda for the rest of the afternoon? You're going back to work,
Yep. I'm going back to work.
okay?
Mostly,
Joel, you got a roast
I got
in
my
the crock pot?
Right, and I got my honey-do list, you know.
You got the honey-do list. What about Lyla? Does she go take a nap? What's her day? What's her afternoon going to be nap?
She'll probably go home and play with her siblings. Lately, she's been kind of getting into some good wrestling matches with her brother.
Really?
You'd be surprised. He can.
And how old is Ben?
Oh, he's 5 now.
He's 5?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
Pearl, how old is she?
she's 6.
Okay, and
Yep.
so Grandma is home with the 5 and 6-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So when you get home, do you think it's going to be a pristine condition with the living room or the kitchen, or do you think maybe we've had some activity while you're here?
Highly unlikely.
Our house is never pristine. It's a busy, busy place.
Yeah.
And it's busy here at 608-784-KIDS 5437. Ending on a high note, the Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank will be open for just a few more minutes because at 2 o'clock we're going to have to wrap this up. Is what
Okay.
we're going to do. So we would love to have a couple more calls come in because goals are something that we set that we know are attainable, and we dig our heels in. And the reason we're doing it is not for you, not for me. It's for the kids.
Absolutely.
That's why we're doing this. And knowing that there's going to be a security blanket for families that are going to need it at some point. And the fact that the sun is shining and we're going out and maybe going to do a few things this afternoon, you can take your cell phone with you, pull over at a safe location. We would like you to do that. And now we have 13 calls. We only need 2 more.
All right.
2 more is what we're looking for. We can do it. 2 more calls at 784-KIDS 5437, the Blood Center of Wisconsin. Lila's family is with us, Jennifer and Joel. And Lyla has found something to do. What is she doing over there? We have her in some active play.
Yes, she's playing with the baby. Her favorite thing in the world is playing with babies.
And she has that ginormous slinky over there that she's.
Yeah, I really like. I've had my eye on that slinky for the
Right.
last couple days. That's really cool. You know, one of the things that we hadn't discussed, and some of the families utilize this a lot, is horse sense. It's a
Yeah.
program. Have you heard of that?
Yes, actually, she did that one summer.
Oh, she did. And how
Mhm.
did that go?
And CMN actually helped with that too. She liked it. She really did like the horses. She loves animals, and it's supposed to help with their balance and their muscle tone, and their core strength.
So how did you feel about that, having her on a ginormous animal? Was that scary at first?
Maybe a little bit, but I think those people up there that do the horse sense, they know what they're doing. So they're very professional, and they always had somebody with Lyla to make sure she stayed on, and she did enjoy it.
It was very safe. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a lot of people that have tuned in throughout the last 2.5 days, especially the last few minutes, because they want to know how we're going to finish. They
Okay.
really want to know. It would take $685 to put us on the very top. We would break every record that we have ever done in a year for
Oh my
Children's
goodness.
Miracle Network Radiothon.
Wow.
If we had $685, we would blow the record right out of the water. So, and that is just exactly what we've been talking about.
Okay.
I just got that news. John just held that up. I can't even imagine a record-breaking year. I mean, that is huge. So that's what we need to do. So
Awesome.
calling and digging deep into your heart, I can't even understand how, that could even be that we could actually break the record, because we've been doing this. We can't even remember anymore
Really?
how many years we've been doing the Radiothon.
Oh my goodness.
None of us
Wow.
can't even remember because it's part of our life. And
Right.
you don't keep track of that stat. But one stat I can keep track of is the record. And the record would be blown out of the water, $685 to blow it out for all time.
Oh my goodness.
608-784-KIDS, 5437. That is the phone number for the Blood Center of Wisconsin. Less than 20 minutes remaining, or maybe 15. I can't see the clock from here. So anyway, I know we have minutes remaining. And I mean, that is really an exciting milestone, to hit something like that. And, okay, it's record breaking, that's great. But you remember, if we get another $685, that is going to go to the kids.
Right.
And it could be meal tickets. It could be gas money. We had a family from Westby earlier this morning, and he has cancer, and he has to come back and forth many, many times a week to come down for his chemotherapy. And it would absolutely be cost prohibitive to keep gas in that car to run back and forth. Well, you know what happened? Social worker got involved. Next thing you know, there's vouchers for gas money for the
Wow.
family to bring a 13-year-old here for chemotherapy. Now that is what happens under their roof, and that is life,
Wow.
and that's what they're dealing with.
Yeah.
And this is what we're dealing with, 608-784-KIDS, 5437. That is the number to call. It's the Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank, and we would just love to hear from you in the next minute or two. Now we only need $496.
We're getting there.
We are getting there.
All right.
We are under $500 to break that record. We're under $500 to break the all-time record for the Radiothon. I mean, how do you guys feel sitting here thinking, can you feel the excitement?
Well, the history, of course. Yes.
It's history. It's
Yeah.
historic. It's a historic time. Please don't get up and leave me. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. I know you're supposed to.
say hi.
Oh, Lyla wants to say hi? Okay, just a second. Let me walk over there. Lyla, do you want to say hi? I know that's one of the words. You want to talk into the microphone? Hi.
Can you say hi, Lyla? Say hi.
Hi. There she goes. Did you hear it?
Yes.
You did. How about a big round of applause for the hi?
All right.
And that's a big deal with a speech.
Yeah. Yep.
How many words is she able to?
Boy, she
Boy.
probably has about 50 or
Oh,
100.
I think more than that.
50 to 100.
You've had a
know.
busy year with her vocabulary.
Yeah.
I guess you don't count them all, do you? But it's amazing that that is a focus.
Yeah.
Being able to understand what your child is talking about and
Mhm.
Right.
verbalize. We take it for granted.
Right.
Yeah, the
you do.
communication,
Mhm.
barrier is kind of huge for us right now. It's
Yeah.
one of the big things we're trying to focus on.
Do you ever worry about how she feels and she can't tell you?
Oh,
Yes.
Because
Uh,
she understands so much more than she can say right now. So it's at a point where if she can get those verbal skills, then I think she'll be able to really express what she's feeling a lot more.
Well, I would like to express the phone number. It's 608-784-KIDS, 5437. Minutes remaining. We're ready to make history. Well, every year we, are able to make history because you're able to, help some of these families. But I mean, really make history. At 608-784-KIDS, 5437, the Blood Center of Wisconsin phone bank, our phone number. And we're here with our hero. And Lyla is busy playing over there. And she's very happy. Has that always been the case where she's been able to focus on something and you're able to get a few things done around the house? How does that work?
Yeah, anything sensory. She loves lights, music.
Like this morning, she goes up to the radio and she knows a little button to push, and she loves, like we were saying,
Yeah.
she loves listening to
And
the
I
music.
hope her favorite radio station is one of our 3 favorite radio
Oh,
stations.
absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
just checking. Just checking. We want to make sure.
She does love the Eagle.
Okay, she's a Dave Kennedy
There you
fan.
go.
Oh, any music, actually. She,
Well, yeah, and that's why I know that's why music therapy is so important.
Yeah.
Where does that take place? Does that take place at school?
It's actually in West Salem. Life in Harmony, they have their own facility where they do it there.
So do you go weekly?
Yep.
Okay.
It's once a week for 45 minutes.
And it's one of those things that she looks forward to. Does she know that she's going to music
Yes.
therapy?
We'll say, Lyla, it's time for music. And she'll perk right up. She knows.
So you're able to get across to her, but the problem is sometimes with her not being able to verbalize, do you ever worry that she doesn't feel good or something's wrong?
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know if it's a tummy ache or a headache? How do you know?
That's a really hard thing. So, I mean, we know her so well that if she's off, we can kind of sense it from her expression or things like that. But she's super tough. If she gets hurt, she never cries. And so we just kind of have to guess sometimes or take her in, to be seen if we think there's something going on.
Do you ever second guess sometimes and think, do we really need to go in for this? I mean, how do you make that decision when you don't know?
It is a tough call a lot of times. It's, and sometimes we do just kind of ride it out and just kind of one day at a time,
Yeah. Well, and she has a care coordinator, Teresa Falk, who's awesome. And so a lot of times we'll call her and say, this is what's going on. And do you think we should take her in or shouldn't we? So that's been an awesome support. Yeah, that helps us.
And a care coordinator, what exactly, I mean, how does that work?
So since she was born, they knew that she would have, she would be having a lot of appointments and different issues, and that her care would be a little more complex than your typical kid. And so they assigned us a care coordinator for her so that she can make all the appointments. She can make sure we're getting her to all the right people, that we're seeing the right people, and that she's doing all the things that she needs to without all the responsibility falling on us as parents.
A lot of us aren't aware that people like that are here to assist and help you. What would you, how would you be able to handle all that on your own?
I don't know what we would have done without Teresa.
Right? No.
But you don't have to.
She's been there
Right.
Because she's here
with
and she
us
helps
every.
you.
Yep.
Phones are ringing, 608-784-KIDS, 5437, Blood Center of Wisconsin. I can hear there is conversation going on in the phone bank. I'm kind of waiting on the edge of my seat to see where we're going to land with that. I think everybody is.
Yeah.
Because now we're in the last few minutes. Everybody is tuned back in again and say, oh, let's see where they're at. Well, we need just a little more help. You tuned in. We could use just a teeny tiny little more help. 608-784-KIDS, 5437. Our record-breaking year is almost at hand. So I know there's so many families, and I know there's things that you need to do with your money, but I also know that over the last 2.5 days, 30 families that we've had an honor to talk with, I know that there is hope at hand for a lot of families. There's help ready, and it's there. But the only reason we can do all this is because of the generosity of people who actually care, giving with their heart, and calling and making miracles. I don't know how else to put it out there. Unless you think I missed something, you guys. Did I miss something?
No.
And to contribute to our community, and really help families in need. I mean, it's you can't really get any better than that. Yeah.
Okay, now the bells are ringing, but we're waiting to hear exactly how that. John's putting it on his erasy board. Okay, we're $371 short. Is that what we need? $371. We're 300. We're getting close. I'm going down. I am. Okay, I'll come back. Okay. Okay, this has been one of the most amazing radiothons we've had. And we're so close. Should we just write a check? Okay. All right, we got it. We wrote a check.
There you go.
Woohoo! We got it. Whatever it is, Pat and I will cover that. This is a record breaker. Are we ready? Should I announce it? Who wants to announce it? $140,000.
Oh my
Wow.
Okay, guys. Okay. Thank you. Okay, we're going to turn it over to the guys because I'm a mess. Okay, you guys ready? Okay, a service to La Crosse Media Group there. You guys get it back.
All right, Joni, good job. $140,000. That's amazing. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to give a lot of thank yous and close her down.